Automatic Addison.
In this tutorial, we will explore ROS2 Bag, a powerful tool for recording and playing back data in a ROS2 system. We will learn about the purpose of ROS2 Bag, its real-world applications, and how to use it effectively. By the end of this tutorial, you will be able to record data from your ROS2 system, analyze the recorded data, and play it back for various purposes, as well as convert it into a CSV file. Let's talk about the purpose of a ROS2 Bag. A ROS2 bag allows you to record data from various topics and services in your ROS2 system and store it in a file format called a bag. This recorded data can be later played back, analyzed, or used for debugging and testing purposes. ROS2 bag is particularly useful when you need to capture data from sensors, robot states, or any other relevant information during runtime. Let's talk about some real-world applications of ROS2 Bag. First, we have autonomous vehicle development. ROS2 Bag can be used to record sensor data such as LiDAR scans, camera images, and GPS information during autonomous vehicle testing. This recorded data can be used for offline analysis, algorithm development, and simulation purposes. We've also got robot system debugging. So when troubleshooting issues with the robot, ROS2 Bag can be used to record data from various topics during the occurrence of the problem. This recorded data can be analyzed later to identify the root cause of the issue and facilitate debugging efforts. We've also got dataset creation. ROS2 Bag is often used to create datasets for machine learning and computer vision applications. By recording data from sensors and ground truth information, researchers can build datasets for tasks such as object detection, semantic segmentation, and localization. So I will be working with the mobile robot I've been setting up in the past tutorial, the Boom ROS Master X3. And what I want to do is record the velocity commands and then play them back. So let's get to it. So let's start by opening a terminal window. Let's launch the robot X3. This is the same alias I've been using in past tutorials to launch the robot. And just so you can see what that is, I'm going to go over here and do alias. And what it does is it runs this bash script. And this bash script contains all of the commands with the launch files to launch the launch files, as well as setting the gazebo camera perspective. So let it launch. Everything looks good. Let's just double check that. Okay, good. Now everything's launched, and let's go to CD downloads, clear, make dir bag files, and CD bag files. Okay, we're in here now. Let's check out the active topics, ROS2 topic list. Okay, we can see our Mecanum drive controller CMD vel. Let's clear this out. And let's open a new terminal window. Okay, and let's do ROS2 run Boom ROS Master systems tests. And we're going to run our square Mecanum controller. What's this going to do? Well, we set this program up in a previous tutorial, and this is going to move the robot in a square-shaped pattern. So here we're going to start moving the robot in a square-shaped pattern. You can see it moving. Everything looking good. Okay, and to start recording data, we're going to use the ROS2 bag record command followed by the topic you want to record. Okay, so how this is going to work. So when you type, let's just go in here. I'll show you how. So it's ROS2 bag record, and then Mecanum drive controller /CMD vel. Is that right? ROS2 bag record, Mecanum controller CMD vel. So the recording will start and you will see the output. Okay. Right here. We're recording. Okay, and let's do Control C. Okay, well, we waited a little bit and we press Control C to close everything down. Let's close the robot down as well. Control C and Control C to close that out. Okay, let's clear. Now we're in the downloads bag file. That's where we ran the ROS2 bag record command. And let's type a dir. So you can see we've got our ROS bag file right here. So it's ROS bag 2, today's date, and then the timestamp on your machine, right? 9:44 a.m. and 1 second. So the format is like this. It's ROS bag 2, and then the year, the month, the day, the hour, the minute, and the second. And that's your own computer's time. And so this is what I see. So let's go in here. And you can see that we have a file called metadata.yaml. This file provides important information about the recorded bag file. So let's just do a cat metadata. We've got all the metadata here. So that important information is things like the duration of the recording, the starting time, the number of messages that were recorded, the details of each recorded topic. You can get all of that in the YAML file. And this metadata YAML file helps in understanding the contents of the ROS2 bag file, and it can be useful for analysis and playback purposes. By the way, I should show you this. Let's go back here. If we had wanted to record multiple topics, the syntax for that is ROS2 bag record, and then O, and then you can do your bag file name. So bag file name, and then you would put here like topic 1, whatever that is, and then topic 2. There, just ignore these little alligator clips. It would be replaced with the entire name that you want to output to for your ROS bag file, and then your topic, your first topic, and then your second topic. If you want to record all topics, you would do ROS2 bag record, and then -a. And let's just go over here so you can see all the different options. I'm going to go to Google. Okay, and let's do, I think we got to go to the ROS2 bag. What is the site? So it's ROS2 bag GitHub. No. ROS2 bag GitHub. So we can see all the options. Rolling. Where are the options? There we go. We've got all this stuff here. ROS2 bag burst, play, record, info, list. So have a look at that. Here is the URL. So github.com/ROS2/ROSbag2 will give you all of the options. All right, let's Control C. Let's clear everything out. And how about we go back over here into the downloads bag files folder. By the way, it doesn't need to be in download bag files. I just put it there. But let's do ROS2 bag info. And then let's do ROS. So you do ROS2 bag info, just like you do ROS2 topic info, and then the name of the bag file. And here you get a nice good printout of the storage ID, what the ROS distro was, how long you recorded for, what was the start and end time for recording, how many messages were recorded, what the topic name was, what the topic type was, how many messages, serialization format, all that information when you do ROS2 bag info. Okay, now let's take a look at the ROS2 bag play command. So let's clear this. Let's launch the robot again. Up, X3, launch our robot. Okay, well, that's doing its thing. We're here in the downloads bag files. Okay, and ROS2 bag play. So we want to play back a recorded bag file. All right, so make sure you go to the same directory where your bag file is located. We're in here now. All right. Let the robot come up. And let's see, let's do ROS to bag play and then ROS bag. So ROS to bag play, ROS bag. That's it. By the way, if you want to do this in a loop, so it does it again and again, you would do space, hyphen, hyphen, loop. So let's play it in a loop. Press enter. And let's go back, and you can see the robot is replaying back the bag file, and it'll do this in a loop. And you can see our robot moving in a square fashion. Let's open up a new terminal window. Okay, and let's see the messages that are being published to the velocity topic. So ROS2 topic echo mecanum drive controller CMD vel. They are the messages. Okay. Now we go back to where we launched the ROS2 bag play command. To pause the playback, you press the space bar in the terminal like that. You could see pausing play. Okay, and what will happen is your robot will continue here based on the last message that it received. To resume playing back, press the space bar again. Okay, now it's running it square over here. Come back here. Come back here. Back, back, back. There we go. Bring it. Zoom in. Now it's doing it square. Now let's stop playback. Press Control C in all areas. Okay, now let me show you how to convert the ROS2 bag file into a CSV file. So we're now going to, let's go here and let's take a look inside this ROS bag file. We've got two files, the metadata.yaml, which I explained earlier, and an imcap. This is your ROS bag, an imcap format file. And this is our ROS2 bag, and we want to convert it into a CSV format. So the first thing we need to do is to do sudo apt get install ROS $, curly braces, and then ROS distro. And then ROS bag 2 storage imcap. Type your password. And it's already installed, should already be installed in your system as well. And let's go and go back here to the downloads bag files. Okay, and let's create a new file called ROS2 bag _2 _csv.py. Here's our code. Okay, and let's go over here. I've got the code on my website actually. Automatic Addison ROS2 bag. Okay, and the code should be somewhere down here. Let's go. This piece right here. Let's just copy all of that. Oh, I don't want the numbers. It's not letting me copy. Oh, that's fun. Fun. Let's go slowly. Right click, copy. Okay, and let's go over to the file. Let's do get it ROS2 bag. Paste at the top here. I need to fix this. Let's do the shebang. Line USR bin env Python 3. And let's do the triple quotes. And let's say convert a ROS2 bag file ROS2 CSV format. So the code is on my website there. And you can see I've got good comments. I like to have a header that looks like this. All right, let's just change the date. Sorry, my chair is squeaking here. That's that noise, 23/2025. So here's the header. It's everything in here, got the whole file. And you can just copy and paste this. There's nothing magical about it or customized for my setup. This is it right here. Okay, so you can see I've shown how to use it. Python 3 ROS2 bag to CSV py, and then the input bag file, and then the output folder. Okay, so that is our code is in there. So we save it. We need to change its permissions. Change mod plus x ROS2 bag dot py. Clear. Now let's run. Remember, this is before. Okay, there's our ROS2 ROS bag 2, and then a Python file, and let's do Python 3 ROS2 bag to csv.py, and then our ROS bag 2. Okay, and then output folder is going to be my ROS2 bag. So that's the command. Take a look at it. Feel free to pause the video and take a look. All right, so the syntax, just so you know, is Python 3, the script name, ROS2 bag to csv.py. Okay, the ROS2 bag folder, and then the desired output folder for your CSV. So press enter. All right, that's it, that quick. Let's see what we got in there. So we have a new folder called My ROS2 Bag, and let's CD into there. Okay, and there is our CSV. Let's do a cat. See if we can do a cat. Yeah, there's our CSV file right there. But let's do a get it. That's going to be easier to see. Get it. Yeah, there you go. Our CSV file in all of its glory. An easier way to see it is we can open up, let's go to cd. Let's do open Visual Studio Code. So if you've got Visual Studio Code, went back to the downloads folder, type code dot. Okay, and let's open it up over bag files. And then my ROS2 bag, and then open up the CSV. And here I like Visual Studio Code because you can see things easier. Each line you can see we've got the timestamp and then the data in here, all the way out here, all the data. Frame ID, velocity. You can see our velocity right there because we're moving in a square shape. So that's it. That's it. That is ROS2 bag. You can now use the knowledge that you've gotten in this video to capture and analyze data from your ROS2 system, debug issues, and create data sets for various applications. Thank you for watching this tutorial. Keep building.